Look at you! Scrambling to get your life together. You can hardly handle one thing. You need to go fetch your life, darling. People, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kopano Shimange and this is how I do things. The show where you send me your questions and I'll let you know how I would do things. Now you can take it as advice, use it, don't use it. It is completely up to you. Now in today's episode, I have a question from a lady who was asking, listen, I just feel like I am running after my life. I'm constantly just running after things, picking up here, picking up there, forgetting things, always feeling like something is happening and life is just happening at a fast pace. How do I get things to slow down? How can I manage things? How can I get my life back on track? So in today's episode, I'm going to give you 7 steps for you to bring things back in, take control of your life, and get your life back on track. Now, if you want to send me any of your questions, head over to my Instagram at Kopano Shimange and look for this Insta story highlight. Click on the little pink box or reply and let me know which question you would like me to answer in our next episode. But let's not waste any more time. Let's get into this. We know that feeling, right? Where it feels as though life is just moving too fast. We're grabbing there, we're getting the kid, we're getting that, we're losing track of things, we forgot to call our friends on their birthdays, and then we forget to do things. We always feel like we have to say sorry, we can't even get enough sleep, we're always tired and things just aren't done. It just feels like there's this long list of things that have to be done in a day, and you're just like, how am I gonna get all of these things done? How am I gonna even sleep? How am I even going to remember the important things in my life? Things just need to slow the F down. How do you get that to happen? And you see these mamas, they've got time to go to the gym. They have time to enjoy ice cream. Their butt is just right up here. It's up here because clearly they're doing their squats. At what time? When you have a child, when you're married, when you have a baby, when you have a business, and there's so many things going on, but this person just seems to have their ish together. How do they do that? Now you're probably wondering, how do you get through this long list of things? How do you keep sane and still have time to sleep, have time to enjoy yourself, catch a cup of tea just by yourself? It feels as though life has just derailed and everything is out of control. But you can get back on track. Life can go crazy, but the one thing you have control over is how you feel and how you handle it. When you are on track, everything else in the world can go mad, or everything else in the world can get into line. These are 7 steps that you can take to get yourself back on track and to feel like you're in control. You're in the driver's seat of your life, and that's how it should be, right? So these are the 7 steps to get your life back on track. Step number 1 is to make the decision to take control. Now, a lot of times in life, we think to ourselves, we get to-do lists from our bosses, we get to-do lists from our children, we get to-do lists just from ourselves. Like, we can't go a day without bathing. Like, if we don't bath, our armpits will demand a bath, right? So there's this long list of things that we have to do, and we just feel as though, oh my goodness, I can't get through all of these things. And we become victims of our own lives because we just have all of these things just thrown at us. But you know what they say? You need to make sure that you make life happen instead of letting life happen to you. And to do that, we have to be in control and we have to be in the driver's seat. So the first thing you have to do is make the decision that I will not allow life to bully me around and make me feel like I'm not in control. I'm getting into the driver's seat. I'm getting things right. I'm getting myself in line. We don't want to feel like we're out of control. We don't want to feel like life is just whoosh, flashing before our eyes. We are going to be in control and we're going to experience life and we're actually going to enjoy it. So once you've made this decision, it's very good to actually just take a day to start things and get things going. So my step number 2 is to pray. This is what I did. I decided I'm going to get things into line. I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to be in the driver's seat and I'm going to make sure that I'm enjoying life and I'm present in every single moment. So I took a second, sat up in my bed, and I looked at my prayer app, opened it, and I prayed. Sometimes you may not even know what prayer you want to say. So when you have a prayer app, it makes it so easy for you. It reminds you that you're not alone, that there is someone who's in control. There's someone who is going to give you the strength, someone who makes all things possible through Him. When you pray to God, you know that He can give you the strength He needs. He can be there for you and He will guide you. So whatever it is that you want to do in life, pray first and then you can move forward. Number 3, and this is something you want to do immediately after you have prayed, right? You want to prove your power immediately. And the way that you can do that is to clean. I know this sounds weird, but I promise you, this will show you that you actually have the power to sort ish out in your life, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to look, okay, are the dishes done? Is the house clean? Is there something that I can clean? If your armpits are shouting, shut them up. Clean yourself. If your legs are hairy, shave. If you want to get your toenails done, do them. The reason why you want to do this is because it shows you physical proof that you can take a messy situation and turn it into a beautiful, clean, sorted out environment. The same way that you can do with your mind. You want to get a win in as early as you possibly can. So when you go into a messy kitchen and you clean it up, you look at it afterwards and you're just like, hey, if I just put the time and the effort into something, I can sort it all out. Your brain may be a messy kitchen right now, and all it may need is just 30 minutes of just cleaning it up. When you see it with your physical eyes, it all makes sense. Get a win in as early as possible. So far, all these steps have seemed pretty simple, but they have a whole lot of power in them. And all that power culminates into this one moment where you finally sit down. So you're gonna sit, grab a pen and a paper, or your iPad or your phone, anything you can write down on, and you're gonna brain dump. Your brain is in a mess. There's a whole lot of things that are in your brain that you're thinking about. I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get this together, I've got this deadline, all these things that are stressing you. So when you sit down, take your book, take a piece of paper, take a pen, and you're going to write down everything that's in your mind. This is my book. Pretty pink book. Might as well call me the queen of pink. Eyes are pink, the background's pink, I'm wearing pink, it's just pink everywhere. Anyway, this is the book that I like to write in. This is my gratitude journal. And when you sit down and you do a brain dump, you're basically going to take a clean, clear piece of paper. Open up and write down everything that is stressing you, everything that's on your mind, any deadline that you may have, anything that is on your mind and you need to get it out, dump it. That is what a brain dump is. Every single piece, every single item, every to-do thing, you're going to put it down on this clear piece of paper or on your notebook, wherever it is. You're gonna dump it all. Don't stress about it. Don't make it stress you. Just dump. Get everything out. Just clear out your brain of any thought, even if it's completely irrelevant. Every single one on a bullet point. Just take it out of your brain. What this does is it really helps you to just wash out the stress and to put it out on a piece of paper or on your iPad or on your phone where you can see it all in one place. Instead of you bottling up all these things in your brain, clogging it up, stressing you out, take it out so you can see it and you can deal with it. Number 5, once you've relieved your brain of all the stress, you know when you relieve yourself and you dump out all the toxicness, all the things that are stressing you, and you just throw it onto a piece of paper and you're free and you're lighter. You want to return to your center. You want to return to your definition of success. You want to set yourself up for success. Now, for a lot of us, this actually stresses us because the way we define success is that by age 30, I must have made my first million, have my house and my car. That is just stressful. So you're sitting there and you're just like, I'm 25, I should have done this in life. I'm 30, I should have done this in life. I'm 40, I should have done this in life. That is a very, very stressful definition of success. You want to reframe that into one that helps you realize that you're actually a success every single day. Now, a definition that has helped me realize that every single day I am winning, honey, is one from Earl Nightingale. He says that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So where you want to start is by defining your worthy ideal. What is a worthy life to you, right? What life do you want to achieve? Start with a long-term goal. Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? Where do you want to actually be? What is all this? What's the purpose of all of this? Why are you on this path? What is it that you're trying to work towards? Once you have that worthy ideal, then you want to just make sure that every day you do something that takes you one step closer to that. And when you go to sleep at night, you realize, I am a success because I am progressing towards it. Whether it is as small as just making a decision to do something tomorrow or making a plan, or whether it is as big as making a financial or a time investment to something, as long as you're taking one tiny little step every day, every week towards that goal, you are a success. And you realize that where I am right now, actually, I'm already a success because I am kind of getting there. I may still have some distance to go, but I'm going to get there. As long as I'm working towards that thing, I'm getting there. Number 6 is to keep, tweak, or trash. So now we've brain dumped everything that is stressing us, all our to-do lists, everything that is just in our brains, we've just dumped it on a piece of paper. Now we also have our ideal day and our ideal life that we're trying to work towards. What you're going to do now is that you're going to look at this list of stress. Everything that does not align with this definition of success that you have, you're going to trash it. Doesn't serve you, it must go. Don't stress about it anymore. Be unapologetic about trashing things that do not serve you in your life. Just trash it. Throw it away. It does not serve you, it must go. It's toxic, it must go. It is actually moving you back. Just leave it. Then you want to keep certain things that align with this definition of success that you have. Everything that you have dumped out on this to-do list, if it aligns to your ideal life and your ideal day, you want to keep those and write those down on a to-do list that you're going to tackle, right? Then you're going to tweak. If there are certain things that you're stressing about, and maybe you realize that, you know what, maybe I just have the wrong perspective on these things. Let me tweak it a little bit. Instead of saying I need to work out every single day and I put it on I brain dumped it and it's stressing me, how about I just work out 3 times a day, right? Less stress and aligns to the fact that I want to be healthy. Nice. What else am I stressing about every single day here, right? So you want to look at this list of things that you've just brain dumped, all of these to-do lists, all of those things, and you want to see what can I keep because it aligns to my goals? What must I trash because it does not align to my goals in any way? And what can I tweak because they kind of align, but they give me stress? So how can I make them align in a way that makes me feel better? Then number 7, you have this list of things that align to the success that you want to build for your life, right? Now you want to sort out a 3 to 7 day plan to try and get those things in order. Honey, the last thing you want to do is try and do all of those things in one day. That's how you stress yourself. You think you can change your life in one day? Awa, sister, we're not doing that, right? You've taken all this time to go through step 1 to step 6. It has taken about an hour to do all of those things. Now you need to plan how you're going to get everything in line, get everything on track, right? These things help you realize that, you know what, I'm actually working towards my goals. Yes, I'm stressed and I've got a lot on my plate, but I can do this. So set out a plan. Is it going to take you 3 days to do everything on the to-do list, or is it going to take you 7 days? This just relieves your stress. It just tells you that you don't have to do it all in one day. You don't have to stress yourself by trying to get it all perfect. That's not the way. Have a plan and divide it out. A maximum of 3 tasks a day. You want to focus on only 1 to 3 things a day. If it takes you 3 days, it's fine. If it takes you 5 days, it's fine. If it takes you 7 days, it's fine. However amount of time that you need to get those things in line, to plan your life, to try and get those things in order, take your time. Relieve the pressure of feeling like it all has to be perfect. And this just leads me to my bonus step. And that is, don't be so hard on yourself. We can be so hard on ourselves as women. We want to get it all done. especially if you are married with a child. Be honest with your husband. Work together. This thing is a partnership, so work together to solve it. If you are lost, pray. Your answers are in prayer and in the Bible. Don't be so hard on yourself. Things will come together. Rome wasn't built in a day. So take that time, look at that plan, and take your time to sort it out. Take your time to get back on track. Everything will get sorted out in due time. Just don't take it so hard on yourself. You're doing amazing, mama. Don't stress. Everything will be okay. Now I'm challenging you to go through steps 1 to 7 and to always remember my bonus point number 8, which is to not be so hard on yourself. You can get your life back on track. And remember, getting your life back on track is all about you. You feeling as though you're in control. Once you feel as though I'm living my life, I am present, I am enjoying it, I'm in control, everything starts to fall into place and you feel so good and you feel like a boss. The way you should, right? Love yourself, feel good, and feel whatever you need to feel in the moment. Now, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up so I know to do more videos like this. Also, let me know down in the comment box down below if you are going to take the challenge to try and get your life back on track in the next week. I'd like to know how you find this and how you're going to take control of your life. Now, that's it for my episode today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope to see you guys next time. I'm Kopano Shimange, and this is how I do things.